on the visit.
Thank you. Friends from media, thank you all for joining us today. Honorable Prime Minister arrived in Jeddah today afternoon on a state visit at the invitation of His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Crown Prince and Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This is the third visit of Honorable Prime Minister to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia after the previous visits in 2016 and 2009. This was the first visit of Honorable Prime Minister to the historic city of Jeddah. This visit also follows the landmark visit of His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Crown Prince and Prime Minister of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, to India in September 2020. Honorable Prime Minister had an extensive schedule of engagements today. Honorable Prime Minister was received by His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman at the Al Salam Palace today evening. He was accorded a ceremonial welcome at the Royal Palace. It was followed by detailed bilateral discussions and also the meeting of the Strategic Partnership Council. These two meetings also were followed by informal meeting between the two leaders. The meeting began with a reference to the unfortunate terror attack that has happened in India. Both the leaders expressed their condemnation for the terror attack. His Royal Highness Crown Prince conveyed his condolences and sympathies and offered any help in this regard to us. The Prime Minister's bilateral meeting was very fruitful, substantial, and forward-looking. Both the leaders discussed the full spectrum of bilateral relations, including energy partnership, defense, trade, investments, technology, culture, and people-to-people ties. Prime Minister and His Royal Highness also discussed the progress in the India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor, and both the leaders agreed that it is a vision which is beneficial to everyone in the region, and they agreed to expedite the work on the IMF. Both the leaders also discussed other issues of interest. Prime Minister thanked His Royal Highness for taking care of the welfare of 2.7 million Indian diaspora members living in the kingdom. His Royal Highness particularly mentioned his appreciation of the contribution of the Indian diaspora in the kingdom. He said that everyone in Saudi Arabia loves Indians, and there is no Saudi who doesn't have Indian friends. He emphasized that in next few years, due to many big developmental projects, they are looking at increasing the number of Indian workers to India. Prime Minister and His Royal Highness also co-chaired the second meeting of the India-Saudi Arabia Strategic Partnership Council. The two leaders reviewed the work under various committees, and they signed the minutes of the Strategic Partnership Council meeting. Honorable Prime Minister, apart from his engagements at the Royal Palace, also met the Indian community earlier today. He also received yoga expert Padma Shri Ms. Nauf Marwai, and he is also going to receive the Secretary General of Muslim World League later today. As you know, Prime Minister shares a very warm and close and personal relationship with His Royal Highness Crown Prince, and the warmth and close friendship was very visible during this visit. We are also grateful for the warm welcome given to Honorable Prime Minister on his arrival in Jeddah. As you know, he was accorded special honors, including a 21-gun salute. The aircraft of Prime Minister was escorted by Saudi fighter jet when it entered the Jeddah airspace. These elements exemplify the importance of Saudi Arabia attaches to its relations with India. The Saudi official delegation comprised of several senior ministers, including Minister of Energy, Minister of Sports, Interior, National Guards, Foreign Affairs, Commerce, Investment, Deputy Governor of Makkah, and also the Governor of Public Investment Fund. As you know, the two leaders also agreed to expand the scope of the Strategic Partnership Council, and it has been agreed that from the current two committees, we will have 4 committees in the Strategic Partnership Council, and the 2 new committees which have been agreed upon are on the defense cooperation, and another is on the tourism and cultural cooperation. Both the leaders also welcomed the discussions under the Joint High-Level Task Force on Investment. They welcomed the decision to collaborate on establishing 2 oil refineries as a joint ventures in India. They also welcome the progress which has been made in the areas of taxation and the forward-looking agreements made to facilitate the investment on both the sides. There were 4 MOUs were signed, one on the space between the Saudi Space Agency and Department of Space of India. Another MOU on health was signed between the Saudi Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and the Indian counterpart. There was also a MOU signed between the Saudi Arabian Anti-Doping Committee and the National Anti-Doping Agency of India. And there was an agreement between the Saudi Post Corporation and the India's Department of.
We open the floor for some questions. So if we go here first, Ayushi.
Sir, good evening. This is Ayushi Agarwal from ANI. So my question is related to the recent terror attack in Kashmir. Since you said that the discussion took place on that, how much was Pakistan and cross-border terrorism discussed with the Crown Prince? Did the Prime Minister also raise the issue of Pakistan's support to terror groups? Thank you.
As I said,
just wanted to ask, did Mr. MBS condemn Pakistan for its involvement in the terror attack? Did we have any word from him on this?
This is Amritpal Singh from DD India. This is for the spokesperson. Sir, the White House press secretary said that Donald Trump would speak with Prime Minister Modi shortly. Have any other world leaders reached out to Prime Minister Modi?
سؤالي دكتور سهيل باسم باوزير من صحيفة الاقتصادية. متوقع من زيارة سعادة رئيس مجلس الوزراء اتفاقيات جديدة بين البلدين. ما أبرز الاتفاقيات التي سيتم التوقيع بها بين البلدين، وما هي أهم الاستثمارات المشتركة بين البلدين في مجال الطاقة المتجددة والتكنولوجيا؟ شكرا.
Sir, he's from Al-Iqtisadiyya. He says that this visit will result in several agreements that will boost strategic partnership between the two countries and boost their mutual interest in the stability of the region. What are these agreements? And investment. And these investments are in renewable energy or investment.
as I said, the recent terror attacks in Kashmir were discussed, and His Royal Highness Crown Prince conveyed his condolences. Both the leaders strongly condemned this terror attack. His Royal Highness also offered any help that can in this regard. And as you know, India and Saudi Arabia have very excellent cooperation on the issues related to terrorism. And we continue to work together in this issue where both India and Saudi Arabia believe in the similar vision. Another thing I can answer you On the MOUs, as I said, there were 4 MOUs signed. One between the space agencies of both the countries. Second MOUs were signed between the health ministries. Then there was MOU signed between NADA and the Saudi Anti-Doping Agency, and there was the MOU signed between the Saudi Post and the Indian Postal Agency. And on the investment side, as I said, both the leaders noted the progress made under the high-level task force, where huge progress has been made to facilitate the investment from both sides. Particularly, agreement was made on the 2 refineries, which will be made as a joint ventures in India. And there was a broad agreement on various taxation-related issues to give the impetus to the investment. Asim would like.
Especially on the side, as sides, he mentioned about the high-level task force. And under this task force, Saudi Arabia is looking into investing in India in multiple energy, petrochemical, infrastructure, technology, digital infrastructure, telecommunication, commerce, manufacturing, health. The work of this joint high-level task standing on multiple areas to rapidly promote such in.
Regarding your question, we still have messages coming in. We have seen certain messages from world leaders. We will update you as and when we get to know of more such. So I will keep you updated.
सर नमस्कार, मैं ब्रिजमोहन सिंह रघुवंशी, साधना ग्रुप से हूं मैं। सर मेरा पहला सवाल आपसे, 2 सवाल हैं सर। पहला सवाल मेरा ये था क्योंकि भारत में रहने वाले जो मुस्लिम समुदाय है ख़ास तौर से, क्योंकि हम इस समय सऊदी अरेबिया में इसमें बैठे हुए हैं, तमाम हमारे कुछ परिचित लोगों ने हमसे हमारे प्रोग्राम में ये सवाल पूछा, क्या सऊदी अरेबियन सरकार इस बार हज यात्रियों के लिए कुछ ऐसी योजना या भविष्य में शुरुआत करेगी? कि प्रधानमंत्री जी का ये 3रा दौरा है और हज यात्रियों की जो संख्या है वो प्रतिदिन बढ़ रही है भारत से खास तौर से। ये मेरा एक पहला सवाल था। दूसरा, आज 18 प्रतिनिधियों ने मुलाकात की आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री से तमाम विषयों को लेकर के और भारत और सऊदी अरेबिया के आने वाले प्रगति को लेकर के। तो उन 18 प्रतिनिधियों के क्या कुछ कोई आप उल्लेख कर सकते हैं और आगे भारत के लिए उसमें वो थोड़ा उसके बारे में अगर कुछ ब्रीफिंग मिल जाए हम लोगों को तो। थैंक यू सर।
Yes, hello, Uday Pratap Singh here from NewsX and India News. My question is on today's bilateral talks. Was the issue of trade discussed in detail? Any possibility of a trade agreement as well? And also the 2 conflicts that are on in the world today on Russia, Ukraine and Israel, Hamas, did that come up at all in today's meeting?
Hi, I'm Afshan Aziz from Arab News, and my question would be about the Strategic Council meeting. Were there any key deliverables that were discussed, and what can we expect from it? The second is about the educational exchange programs for the Indians living in Saudi Arabia. Are there any discussion about it that happened today for the development of educational sector? Thank you.
आपने हज पे सवाल करा। हज जैसा कि आपको मालूम है, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ माइनॉरिटी अफेयर्स के गाइडेंस के तहत हज का सारा इंतज़ाम किया जाता है। हमारे जो भारतीय काउंसलेट है जद्दा में, वो इसका सारा इंतज़ाम करते हैं। और जैसा कि आपको मालूम है कि हम लोग बेहतर से बेहतर अरेंजमेंट हमारे हाजियों के लिए करने को तैयार हैं। और इस बार भी भारतीय सरकार और सऊदी साइड के बीच में बहुत अच्छा समन्वय है, तालमेल है। और हाजियों के सुविधाओं का और उनकी सुरक्षा का पूरा इंतजाम किया जा रहा है, उसका ध्यान रखें। आपने कहा, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने आज, जैसा कि मालूम है आपको, इंडियन कम्युनिटी के साथ इंटरेक्शन करा और उन्होंने इंडियन कम्युनिटी के साथ बातचीत करी, उनकी बातें सुनी और के सामने। दूसरा, आपने another question is on the trade. Of course, the trade is a very important fulcrum of our relationship. As you know, Saudi Arabia is our fourth largest trading partner, and we are the second largest trading partner of India, of Saudi Arabia. And the issue was definitely discussed. Both sides are committed to enhance the trade and to diversify the trade. As far as the other regional issues and global issues were mentioned, yes, all the regional issues and global issues of interest. But on the issue of education, I'd like to give the floor to my
questions on the Strategic Partnership Council. Yeah, I think there were two questions. One, Strategic Partnership Council. You know, it was the second meeting both years for the India-Saudi Arabia Strategic Partnership Council. It was co-chaired by both the leaders. The Council already has two existing committees. One is a committee on political, consular, and security cooperation. One on economy and investment. So one of the major outcomes of today's meeting was that this is being expanded from 2 to 4, as was mentioned earlier, and this creation of two new committees. The first one, of course, on the Ministerial Committee on Defense Cooperation. It builds on our growing ties in the area of defense partnership, which include joint exercises, training programs, and collaboration in defense industry. So this will be a ministerial committee which will be added to the Strategic Partnership Council. The second one, of course, is given the strong people-to-people ties, the 2.7 million diaspora here, and a very strong commitment on both sides to promote our culture and cooperation, and also cooperation in the area of tourism. The second committee, which has been established at the ministerial level, will be a committee on tourism and cultural cooperation. And I think another thing which I would like to mention is that after this, we will have these 4 committees. The economy committee will now become the committee on economy, energy, investment, and technology, which shows, the growing depth of this relationship covering all areas. So we will have 4 of these committees under the Strategic Partnership Council. And also on the educational front, as you mentioned, both sides are witnessing growing momentum in this area with educational and scientific collaboration between both countries, and its strategic importance in fostering innovation, capacity building, and sustainable development. And of course, the Saudi side is also welcomed the opportunities for leading Indian universities to have presence in Saudi Arabia. There are a lot of institutional linkages which are growing. They're working on joint programs and other such initiatives.
Last question, Ali, and
Sir, was there any specific discussion about the Houthis attack in the Red Sea or maritime trade and security?
السلام عليكم. أمل الحمدي. كنا بنسأل عن إيش هي آخر مستجدات الممر الاقتصادي، مبادرة الممر الاقتصادي بين آسيا والهند والخليج ودول أوروبا، وهل في شراكات جديدة؟ وكمان عندنا سؤال عن إيش أبرز المستجدات في المشاريع الزراعية، هل هناك في فرص قادمة بالتوسع في المشاريع الزراعية بين الهند والسعودية؟ شكرا.
Sir, she's asking about new partnerships with regard to this corridor project. And second, what are the latest developments in the field of agriculture between the two countries?
first, Ghazali, to answer your question, already it has been answered last right.
On the economic partnership and particularly on agriculture, agriculture is an important subject under the Strategic Partnership Council. And there are huge opportunities in terms of trade, in terms of joint investments, and we are already working on these opportunities. On the connectivity, as I said, both the leaders emphasized the importance of the IMEC, and they agreed that we have to work towards the full realization of it. My colleague would like to add something.
France, Germany, Italy, and USA had jointly launched the Middle East Economic Corridor Initiative in New Delhi in 2023. So both sides recalled the signing of this MOU and expressed mutual commitment to work together to realize the vision of connectivity as envisaged in this corridor, including the development of infrastructure, railway, port linkages to increase passage of goods and services and to boost trade. One of the areas under IMEC on which we both sides have earlier signed an MOU is the field of electrical interconnections, green, clean hydrogen and supply chains. And this MOU envisages cooperation in the field of electrical interconnection, exchange of electricity and co-development and co-production of various projects. And in fact, on the electrical grid connectivity, good progress has taken place between both sides with a feasibility study underway on this area.
So with that, we come to the closure of this press conference. We still have some engagements of the Prime Minister. We'll keep you updated on those through our social media handles and press releases. So please stay tuned with us. Thank you very much for your presence.
Thank you.
तो ये